people from Ghana to review what is happening today and ask themselves, who is sponsoring this? So most of your Ghanaian people...
Charlie, a Nigerian man, some old man Bill, is accusing Ghanaians of being sponsored to tarnish the image of the Igbo people and the Igbo tribe. I don't know where he got that from, but let's listen to him. And also I have what some Nigerians are doing in Techiman. It's just crazy. Let's go into the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe.
Fellow Nigerians and fellow Africans that reside in Ghana. This video is going out to most people who reside in Nigeria and in Ghana, who are very ignorant of the way and the process and the behavior and the culture and tradition of the Igbo people. Over the past months now, we have seen activities sponsored from Nigeria and a lot of Ghanaians who want to make money from the internet, casting aspirations on over 80 million Igbos that have been living peacefully with their neighbors wherever they go. Now, I want to make this video to clarify certain things. It is an insult upon the Igbo nation for you to classify any one person as Igbo king. There is nothing as Igbo king. In Igbo land, we have over 80 million people, like I have said. And across the entire Igbo nation, we have what we call the kings. We call them Ezes or Igwes. Now, across the entire Igbo land, all these Ezes and Igwes, they exist in their different communities, coronated according to traditional laws and custom. Never in the history of Igbo land has any one person been regarded or described or has ever ascended any throne and been referred to as Igbo leader, as Igbo king. We have the Ezaro, we have the Ezenri, we have the Igwe Eze Ibuku, we have the Igwe of Onisha, of Newi, we have the Obi of Onisha, we have traditional rulers in Owerri. Across the entire Igbo land, we have prominent traditional rulers that are older than even some of the kingdoms you refer to in Ghana, and some of the kingdoms that people today are beginning to raise dust and insult us. Now, we expect every Igbo person, wherever they reside, to respect the laws and culture and tradition of every person, the norms and values in the societies where they go to. It is an aberration and an insult upon the Igbo nation for any one person to refer to himself as Ezendi Igbo. I will give you a typical example. I come from the Aro Kingdom. The only person, the only traditional institution that I recognize as an Aro person is the Eze Aro and the Eze Arondizog, where I come from. Now, no one person can confer on himself the title of Ezendi Igbo. The Igbo people are a race, we are a nation, and no one king has ever ruled the Igbo nation. I stand to be corrected. And some of you should go back to Wikipedia and the internet to Google places like Aro Kingdom, Nri Kingdom, Nnewi, Ibuku, Onisha, and a lot of Owerri, Ngwa communities, Ozuakole communities, and all the rest. Go and Google these things. The traditional institutions, the traditional stools from these places transcend over 18th century, 13th century, 12th century. When the Portuguese came here, they met a very structured Igbo land. Now, I can want to apologize to people who do not understand how the Igbos function. Over and over again, Ohanes and Igbo and a lot of Igbo worthy traditional rulers have condemned this attitude of some individuals going out to different places and conferring on themselves the title of Ezendi Igbo. No one person can be an Ezendi Igbo. It is an insult upon the Igbo nations. And we've seen people who are not even traditional rulers in their own respective villages, even in their kindred, conferring on themselves the title of Ezendi Igbo. However, that does not mean that every other Igbo person in your community is guilty of the same thing. I do not have any recognition. I do not recognize any person, any traditional institution outside Igbo land. I do not recognize anybody called Ezendi Igbo, and I am Igbo. So when you people refer to an individual as Igbo king, that is an insult upon us. While we are a very peaceful people, we should not equally, we are not one people that condone insult upon our nation and upon our people. The harassment is becoming too much. If one individual confers the title on himself, it does not mean that the entire Igbo people gather somewhere and confer the title on one individual. We've seen instances where 4 or 5 people will go to a place and confer titles on themselves. These are things that we are dealing with in other places. I know that there are Yoruba kings in your place. In Ghana, I have not seen anybody raising, hairs all over that. I know that the Fulanis and the Muslims in your area have their own imams and have their own traditional institutions. One thing that the good people of Ghana must understand is that some people are sponsoring this. We as Igbos in Nigeria, we understand the dynamics, we understand the challenges we are facing as a nation. But again, we equally need to blame the attitudes of some of our people who go out to different places and do not want to respect the tradition and custom. But I ask the very good thinking, mature thinking people from Ghana to review what is happening today and ask themselves, who is sponsoring this? So most of your Ghanaian people that are beginning to carry this thing on top of their heads, that are beginning to make it as if it's their daily living, they are being sponsored. If you do a proper investigation, you find out that these people are receiving money from all over the place, especially from Nigeria, maybe to continue on this thing. And I call on the police in Ghana to do their job and do a proper investigation into all these people who come online and continue to disparage the good people of Igbo land and the Igbos that live in your community. It is not every Igbo person that is an SN Igbo. People come there to do their job. They come there to do their businesses. They have their families to feed. They pay taxes in Ghana. They respect the laws of Ghana. They live a very good life in Ghana. They contribute to your economy. These people are not there for traditional titles. They are there to contribute to your economy. They have their houses there. Their children are in the school. They have friends in your community. They exist in your community. They contribute to the development of Ghana. And you cannot use one brush to paint every Igbo person in your community. This nonsense that is happening in Africa needs to stop. If we say that we refer to Africa as Mama Africa, which means we are all born from one mother. And all this racism, xenophobic attacks, and tribalism that is being funded from a particular region in Nigeria across the world, it needs to stop. The Ghana people, you need to think outside the box. Why is this thing currently, on your meal ticket? Are you not asking questions? Who is sponsoring all this? Now suddenly somebody is waking up and saying that the Igbos cannot do their New Yam festival. On to what? Why would you do such a thing? We have Ghana people in Nigeria. We have Ghana people all over the world. In the UK, they have their culture. They have their tradition. Can we equally say that every nation where we all exist, we ban each other from respecting or honoring our culture and tradition? This is not African, and it needs to stop. I saw somebody saying that they cannot have their New Yam festival. This is just something that where people exist. We have the Jewish people all over the world. They celebrate their culture. They go to their praying places. We have the Muslims all over the world. They celebrate their culture. They respect their holidays and everything that they need to celebrate. We Africans need to begin to think outside the box. In South Africa, they are being stupid because it started with people sponsoring South Africans against the Igbo people. Suddenly now it has spread across all Africans that even people from other parts of Africa cannot even go to South African hospitals. When you throw stone into the market, you don't know who it will hit, on whose head it will fall. This nonsense thing that we are starting in Africa is going to spread and it will affect all of us. I think people need to think outside the box, and the Ghanaian authority should live up to expectation and protect the lives and properties of every African that is living in your territory, while those Africans in turn are equally expected to honor and obey and respect the norms, the values and traditions of your people. But that does not mean that when they come into your territory in Ghana, they lose everything that makes them who they are: Yorubas, Hausas, Igbo, Ghanaians, or even for people from Kenya, South Africa, or whatever. Our culture is what makes us Africans. And I think these things, when I see all these people, having testicular fortitude, dysfunctional testicular fortitude all over the social media, shouting Igbo King, somebody needs to educate these people that they are very ignorant. And to be very honest, I don't want to misuse words, but I think they need to get some level of education and they need to do a research. The Igbo people respect culture, tradition, norms and values of all the communities they live in. And one person's sin cannot be used against every other person. We do have people who have refused to respect the norms and values of Igbo land, but they should be dealt with in isolation and not all Igbo people in your territory being used, being covered with the same brush. It has to stop. We as Africans need to be very, very careful, because when this wild wind starts, it's going to envelope every person. The Ghanaians are in Nigeria. Nobody has stopped them from living their lives. The Ghanaians exist in every other part of the world. Same with Nigeria, same with Kenyans, same with Uganda people, same with South Africa. So we need to stop this nonsense and deal with issues in isolation and not using one particular standard to judge every person that lives in your community. We are in ECOWAS, and there's a guarantee of free movement of persons and goods. We need to respect all these things and stop being childish in our conduct. And we urge every Igbo person living in every other territory to please, for God's sake, respect the culture and tradition of the place where you live in, so that you can stop bringing problems to other innocent Igbo people that are living in those territories. This has to stop.
And where? A 19-year-old girl has recounted a harrowing encounter, revealing how a group of Nigerians allegedly attempted to kill her for ritual purposes. Miraculously, she managed to escape the plot. She shared her chilling story with Dr. Alhaji Hassan Ayarga. And tonight, we uncover the full details of this sinister scheme. Mame from Unura teaching my name. Me ane Eri Nkasa. And Kamma one Dr. Alhaji Hassan Ayarga diye. Whilst we're there and we needed to record this very important information. So, those of you within the enclave, beware. Ghanaians in Techiman, beware. And then you don't land yourself in trouble. See, as somebody running common up with you, Ghanaians. Listen to this.
Hello.
Where are you calling from?
Please, right now I'm in Chira. Sinyane Chira.
Okay.
Right now I'm in Chira.
So those.
I'm speaking. Please, I searched online and I got your number. Please, are you Honorable Hassan Ayariga?
Yes, I'm Hassan Ayariga.
Very good. I heard in some people conversation that you are against foreigners who are dismantling the country's development.
Yes.
So I went online to search. Is somebody who even searched it for me? I myself don't have smartphone. It's cheaper that I'm using. So I asked someone to search for your email account so that I can text you back. The person the email account wasn't clear. It's your phone number, and I asked the person to write it for me. That's why I'm calling. Right now, I'm a victim.
Okay, is this your personal?
Hello.
Is this your personal number?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I wasn't hearing because some big trucks were passing.
I know. Is this your personal number?
It's for my junior brother.
Okay.
My personal number is Voda.
It's Voda. Okay.
Yes.
When we finish talking, you send me
Please come again.
When we finish talking, send me your personal number on my WhatsApp or send me a message.
Okay. I even have some of them. They are this one. They are numbers.
They are numbers.
I can show you how you get them.
Okay.
In a tank, without some of them even escaping. They are very many.
Okay.
They have branches and offices.
Huh?
I know them. I've been among them. They have a hostel where they sleep. I've been among them.
They have a hostel where they sleep.
Yes.
And that is where they.
And I stopped on the 20th of last. It's like 20th or 24th of last month. It's when I stopped working with them.
What? And they recruit people to work with them.
You said what?
They recruit you people to work with them.
Yes. They doctrine us to the extent that I thought I've met my destiny changers. I thought I've met the organization that would change my life. I was seriously working with them. But I got to some place. I used to ask them, why the Nigerians plenty like that? Then they'll convince me it's because Ghanaians are not serious. Then I'll go. I said, you are looking for workers. Why won't you send the information to
you said
please, I can hear.
Food supplement.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They call themselves New Life, and they are saying they are real. They are legal because they have products. And they're saying every organization that doesn't have products is a scam. They're using that one to defend themselves. And so they are working all over here. They go to this town, another week they are here doing health screening with no professional certificate. Yes. And me too. Right now, they know I want to. I'm against them, and I'm no more with them. And they're against me. Right now, my sister is called Belinda. She's with them, and me, I'm Linda.
So you have abandoned them.
I've been telling others to tell her to solve the work. But they are not minding. She's not minding me. They've doctrined her that to the extent that she knows they are good, but they are using her to make money because they are Nigerians and they don't speak correct English. So when she is speaking the correct she here and other Ghanaians, then the Ghanaians will believe them. So they are seriously using it. So when they go to somewhere and they are speaking, the Nigerians, they are like cheap. And most of Ghanaians are part.
And they are scamming people.
They are scamming. And they even kill. They have some school bags at their bag. Some of them carry idol in it. I've seen all that. I told my sister that it's not from God. She should stop. She said she knows, but she will follow them for money. She want money. So she's following them. And they are deceiving her.
They kill people.
Ladies are part and men are part.
So they kill people too.
Sorry.
Did you say they kill people?
Hello?
I'm saying, did you say they kill people?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I said, did you say that they also kill people?
Yes, because I've not seen them killing, but they tried to do me. They tried to kill me.
What?
And I escaped. I saw the one man taking my picture, and I turned and he quickly stopped. He panicked and stopped when they wanted to kill me. They did a lot of things for me to know they wanted to kill me. They did a lot of things, and I stopped. They had like somebody gave them the contact from my family that asked for me. They should use me for ritual. What? They carry school bags. Yes, they carry school. My proof is that when you get to them, they have to. There's one guy among Hanas is using fake name. Radia. They've changed their name and they have their fake ID card with different names apart from their original names. All of them, they are not using their names. Sometimes even one is having fake name Joyce. I don't know her real name. They will call her and then they will forget that that's my name they are calling unless they tap the person. It's then I started to suspect that they are using fake names. It's then I started to investigate and I realized these people are very, very notorious scammers and notorious killers. They have some school bag. All of them, they have school bag. I caught one. Idol is in the school bag. Idol in a can, they will say bosom. Bosom is in the school bag.
And
They are the seniors. They're cooking for their mother, washing, cleaning, everything. So she decided to go as they are saying. So she went to the farm to get food crops, cassava and plantain. She went to Setiman. Yes, Setiman. She went there. In the evening, no, my senior aunties who are trying to kill me. They've already given my contract to some other guys that they are calling my auntie. I'm with her. Now my auntie has gone to Setiman right now. Yesterday she went, and today she said she'll be coming on Tuesday. Today is Monday, so they sent those guys to me to come and break me. And these guys, they realized I have my junior brother, 13 years, JHS one with me. So because of that, when they got to the veranda at midnight, not midnight, 3 o'clock today, I heard their footsteps. That time I wasn't asleep because I know what was going on. I knew it, so I was expecting them. So the moment I heard their footsteps, I just called. I just called the next door, the guy there, and he came out. That time we didn't see anyone because I called and I was talking to the person. I don't know whether they heard my voice. When we all came out, they were not there at night. I'm a victim right now. They want to kill me. They want to rape me. They want to do anything because I've decided to maintain myself as a virgin. That is the sin I've committed right now.
How old are you?
I am 19 years. I completed Setiman Senior High School last year.
Wow. Okay. You know where they live. You know their location. You have their phone number.
Yes. I know the female hostel at H.M. I know the female hostel at Sinyani. I know their office at H.M. I know their office at Sinyani.
And all
there are many. They said they have many branches.
Listen to me. Are they Nigerians or Ghanaians?
They are all Nigerians. They've been able to. Just very few Ghanaians who have good English. And then they can speak the English, the chief very well. They are all Nigerians. My leader, they are all Nigerians.
All right.
Few of them are Ghanaians. Few.
And if we trace to you and come to you, you'll be able to take us to where
my leader, please, I am fully loaded. It's what I need is full support from my leaders. I don't have anything, but I have information.
So when you listen to this man, everything that he's trying to say is that, he's not even he's just contradicting himself. So imagine what he's saying, that Ghanaians are being sponsored. Which Ghanaians, who are being sponsored? I don't know. Honestly, all of us have been talking about this and the arrogance of this particular man, Chukudi. So I don't really know. Me sitting here, I have not received any money from anywhere. I don't know which people have been sponsored to tarnish the image of Igbo people. Like one of the problems is that they fail to just advise their people and just go go away or walk away. That clearly should tell you that that's not even the main reason why he came to do this particular video. He just wanted to tell us that we have been sponsored by, or he just started with, like there are people, when they go to other people's countries, they should behave themselves and all that. But the main topic, the reason why he came to make this particular video was to tell us that people are being sponsored. But as I say, all of them, they are one, they are equal, they are the same people, And imagine what some Nigerians are doing in Techiman. All these things that this girl said, if they are true, and if these guys can be arrested. And you know, the sad thing is, she's saying her sister is part of them. They've recruited her sister, all because of money. This is what we talk about, the influencing Ghanaians and some Ghanaians. It's very sad. Thank you so much for watching.